Happy Sunday. It is a very nice day today. Actually, Rob and I were sitting watching the service and I looked out the window and I saw these beautiful birds. I'll share them next. And I can't figure out what kind of bird this is. So if you know, send me a DM. I think it's either a cross between a western or an eastern bluebird. Absolutely stunning bird. And it just reminded me I need to give them fresh water and food because I've been slacking. So today here at the Blended Nest, I'm just getting caught up on things. I basically took last week off, so this week is going to be very busy. I'm still trying to find a desk for my office. That is very hard because it has to be a certain size. I'm still looking for the hutch. Everything else is done in that room. I just need to make it functional so I can use it. What else am I doing today? Do you remember these frames I showed you just, I think, a week or so ago that are kind of boogered up? I need to clean them up. I did find some prints I got off Etsy. These are very simple. They're just winter greens, if you may. And I am going to do the Mod Podge trick because they're very glossy. I'll put them in the frames and do you remember where I was going to put them? I'm going to put them there. That's coming up tomorrow. I also promised someone that I would walk through step by step how to purchase this on Etsy, download it on your computer and send it to Walgreens. It's very easy. The first time is a little bit, I'm computer dumb. I'll be honest. I'm not smart with that. But once you do it one time, it's super duper easy. So that is also coming up today. And I keep forgetting. And I forget, speechless. Keep forgetting to share with you what I found thrifting the other day. I did buy some of that stuff that I showed in stories. And I found some other goodies. So that's coming up this week. I will show you one thing. I don't know if I shared this, but I found this old piece of wood. I'm not sure what it is. It's got some things on the back. Hold on, let me flip this around. It looks like it was on something or it had feet or whatever, but it's old. And so I thought maybe I can either make a riser out of it or cut out a couple cutting boards. Not sure yet. Before I get busy, I thought I would share the kitchen stuff today because it's so light and bright out. And yesterday I just watched stories and it was dark. So I'm gonna show you what this tile looks like up against the wooden floor so you can see how well this blends. I don't know if we're going with this exact tile because we're gonna have to give bug away if we do that because it's way too expensive. These are the hardwood floors we have in our home. Our home was built in 1928 and these are original to the home. This floor is what is in the kitchen now. This is what we're looking at, and I like that it blends very well. It might not be the same color, but it blends really well. What do you want? And we're going to try to keep this flooring. This is original to the home. This is our guest bathroom. This is a marble threshold, and then this would be butted up against that. So I think this is a really good choice. I told them that we'd have to give away bug if we if we bought that tile floor because the tile floor is.
It's okay. It's all good.
Should he go bye-bye? Is that what you're trying to say?
I would keep both, I think.
Okay. Just finished doing the Mod Podge trick on these prints. If you don't know what that is, or what it does, I should say. Mod Podge is kind of like an Elmer's glue in a way. And if you have a glossy print that you're wanting to turn into more of a painting type thing with texture, this helps, and it's very, very easy to use. This was super glossy, and now if you look, there's somewhat of a texture. When this dries, it will be matte, and for the Mod Podge, I always use the Mod Podge matte. I just took apart this frame, and now I'm using some Murphy's oil soap and warm water with a soft toothbrush, and I'm just scrubbing it a little bit because it looks dirty. I'm only getting a little bit of dirt off, so it must be the paint, how it was painted. But there's also this boogered up spot right here, and I'm going to use some Rub and Buff to fix it. Just looked through my Rub and Buff stash, and I found that European Gold will work best in these spots. So what I do is I usually just use it right off of the tube. I take a brush. Probably should have a different brush than this because this is kind of worn. But I just take a little bit on the brush, and then in the spots, I just dab it in there. Now the spot will still be there, but at least the white of the spot will be covered. I mentioned earlier that finding prints for oval picture frames is difficult, and then trying to figure out where to center it can be difficult as well, but I have a trick for you. I'm using the original picture as the backing for the print. So if you hold it up to a light, you'll be able to see through this. You can center your picture, and then you can draw around it, and it's good to go.
Here we go.
I wanted to show you really quickly how I get my prints done at Walgreens. First, though, you need to find your print, and Etsy is very easy to work with. Once you find your print, you purchase it, you'll get an email, and then you follow the link. Once you download your print into your computer, I always name mine. I change the name to whatever I want it. Those prints that I just did, that was fir branch and cedar branch. So it makes it easier once you get into your Walgreens account that you can actually pull it up by name. I forgot to mention, before you purchase your Etsy print, make sure that you can print it in the size that you're needing. I have done that before. I bought a print and realized that it couldn't be printed in the size I needed. Just FYI. For Walgreens, you're going to need an account, and after you sign in, you're going to want to go to the photo home, and this is where I always look for any deals because usually they have a percentage off on their prints. So if you want just an 8x10, this is where you're going to go. You're going to go to the photo enlargements. You're going to choose the print that you're wanting. So let's just do an 8x10. Create. So this is going to come up. So this is where you're going to upload your photos. So if you click on that, it's going to give you options of where you want to take that photo from. But I'm going to do my computer. And then if you select here, everything should come up. Anything you want. So I'm just going to choose branch 1 because that's this one. I already printed it off, but it's okay. I'm going to press open. And then it should pop up right here. So once you do that, if you want to do more photos, you can click here, but let's just be done with this one. After you click add to order, this is what comes up. It shows what size you want, but if you change your mind, you can change it here. Over here, it gives you the print finish. Matte is mail order only. That's why I always do the Mod Podge trick. And then glossy is what you have to choose. If you proceed to your cart, this is where you can put your coupon code in if they have one. And you can also choose the store. Give me a second. Let's do proceed to checkout. Right down here, same day pickup. You can change your store, etc. And then after you do that, you can press continue, and then it should be ordered for you. When I was at my daughter-in-law's the other day, she had these. I don't know if you've ever seen these before, but these are Swedish dishcloths, and they're supposed to replace up to 15 rolls of paper towel. And they absorb up to 20 times its weight, their weight in liquid. So I bought these. There are 6 in a pack. They come in different designs, but this is the one I got. And I've been using them instead of paper towels. And I love them. You can either throw these in the dishwasher and wring them out, or you can throw them in the laundry. And you can use these, reuse these up to 200 times. 200 times without them breaking down. I was astonished when I saw these. And what I really, really like is that when I use this on my surfaces, my countertops, I have to use a ton of paper towel to not only wipe it up, but to dry it. This thing absorbs it, and I feel like this is stronger. It doesn't get any holes in it when you're scrubbing. It's my new favorite thing. I hang mine right here. I just got a command hook out of the drawer. I'm gonna order some with a little metal hook, but I made a teeny tiny little hole, and then it just hangs here, and it doesn't drip. It does not drip. But when it starts drying, it gets a little crunchy, and then you take it off, get it wet, and it works like a charm. And while we're talking about things on the inside of our cabinet, I moved our paper towel roll here a couple months ago. It is also one of my new favorite things. It's not sitting out on the counter. It's hidden. This thing, basically, this is stuck on with a double-sided piece of sticker tape that they send to you, and it is strong. I like it because it's hidden.